Tommy, a 5-year-old kid, had a pet goldfish named Sparkle that he dearly loved. Every morning, he would wake up with the excitement for feeding his beautiful tiny goldfish. Tommy loved his goldfish and did everything to take care of his fish. He used to call it his best friend and believed they would live together forever. However, one day, Tommy woke up and saw his goldfish floating still in its bowl. He did not understand why Sparkle wasn't swimming. His mother, standing next to him, knelt and gently explained to Tommy, "Sparkle has died, sweetie." Tommy got confused. He looked up to his mother and asked, "What does died mean?" She took a few seconds to accumulate words in her mind to explain it to Tommy. She said, "Sparkle won't swim or eat anymore. It's like he's gone to sleep forever." Tommy's eyes got filled with tears. He scooped up Sparkle with a tiny net, and his mom helped him bury the fish in their garden. As he placed a small stone on Sparkle's resting place, Tommy whispered, "Goodbye, Sparkle." Although Tommy still did not completely understand the concept of death, but he knew it meant saying goodbye forever to something he dearly loved. Death, the inevitable end of life, is a profound and multifaceted concept that touches every human being. At its core, death signifies the end of all biological functions that sustain a living organism. It is the moment when the heart stops beating, breathing ceases, and brain activity halts. From the scientific perspective, death marks the point at which the body's systems irreversibly shut down, leading to the decomposition of tissues and the return of the body's elements to the earth. However, despite the biological finality, death or the concept of death remains one of the greatest mysteries. What is dying like? Does anything come after it? Or we just sleep forever until there is nothing left of us? Cultural perspectives on death are as diverse as humanity itself, reflecting a wide range of beliefs, customs, and rituals. In Mexico, the Day of Dead is a vibrant and colorful celebration where families honor their deceased loved ones. They create altars adorned with photographs, marigold flowers, and favorite foods of the departed, believing that the spirits return to enjoy these offerings. In Western cultures, death is approached with a sense of solemnity and reverence. Traditional Christian funerals typically involve a church service where prayers are said, hymns are sung, and eulogies are given to commemorate the deceased life. The body is usually buried in a cemetery, symbolizing rest and peace in afterlife. Meanwhile, Hindu funerals involve the ritual of cremation, and the ashes are often scattered in a sacred river, such as the Gangas, to help the soul move on to its next life. Although almost every religion has a theory claiming a new journey after death, science, however, stands firm on what happens after we die. The biological process of dying involves several stages as the body gradually shuts down. Initially, there may be a decline in vital functions, such as breathing and heart rate. This is often accompanied by reduced blood flow and oxygen to organs and tissues. As the body's system fails, a person may experience drowsiness, confusion, and decreased responsiveness. Eventually, the heart stops beating and breathing ceases, marking the moment of clinical death. Without circulation and oxygen, the brain quickly loses function, leading to the end of all conscious awareness and bodily control. As soon as a person dies, the body starts decomposing with every second passing away. But does anything remain alive after we are declared dead? In 2008, Dr. Eben Alexander, a Harvard-trained neurosurgeon, fell into a deep coma due to severe bacterial meningitis infection. During the 7 days he was comatose, he experienced a vivid and transformative journey beyond the physical world. Initially, he found himself in a dark, peaceful void, which soon transitioned into a lush, vibrant meadow filled with brilliant colors and butterflies. He encountered beings who communicated telepathically, conveyed profound messages of love and understanding. A divine, angelic presence guided him to the core, a realm of pure consciousness and infinite love, where he felt the presence of an all-knowing, omniscient entity that many would call God. After waking up, Dr. Alexander's experience profoundly challenged his scientific beliefs about consciousness being the product of the brain. He wrote about his journey in his best-selling book, Proof of Heaven, a neurosurgeon's journey into the afterlife, sparking widespread interest and debate about the nature of consciousness and the existence of the soul. This isn't the only story that we heard over the years. So many people who experienced a near-death experience said they witnessed things after being declared dead. Not from their perspective, but most of them reported that they experienced things from a third person's perspective. So, what does it mean? Does a soul actually exist in us? The concept of the soul has been a central part of human thought and belief for centuries. Many people believe that the soul is an invisible, eternal part of us that holds our true essence, separate from our physical body. It's often seen as the source of our emotions, thoughts, and personality. The idea of the soul invites us to explore the deeper dimensions of our existence and the mysteries that make us human. The moment our soul leaves our body is an enigmatic and profound transition that has fascinated humanity for millennia. Some describe it as a gentle release, where the essence of our being ascends, free from the physical constraints of earthly existence. Whether viewed through the lens of spirituality or the mysteries of consciousness, the soul's departure from the body remains a deeply intriguing phenomenon, inviting us to ponder the boundaries between life, death, and what lies beyond. The fear of death is inevitable and natural. Whether anybody claims that they are scared of death or not, any living human being would never bet something on their life, because we all are well aware that death is the ultimate, the end, and we don't know what comes after it. The idea that there is nothing after life and the concept of an afterlife both sound equally terrifying, to say the least. It's the element of unknown that makes it so scary. How would death taste? What the pain would be like? And would I ever be able to see my loved ones again? Where would I go after death? All these unknowns make the concept of death the most scariest things for living beings. We do know that death does not come the same way for everyone. It can be a peaceful transition, like drifting into a sleep or a sudden unexpected event. For some, it is a long journey marked by illness and struggle, while for others, it is swift and unforeseen. Cultural, spiritual, and personal beliefs shape how we perceive and experience death. Additionally, the circumstances and timing of death vary widely, influenced by factors like age, health, and environment. Even though death is the scariest thing for humans, however, it is also death that gives meaning to life. Knowing that our time is limited and that one day eventually we won't be alive anymore makes us function in our lives. For instance, consider the way people cherish moments with loved ones. Knowing these moments are fleeting, this awareness drives us to pursue our dreams with fervor, to travel to places we've always wanted to see, and to create lasting memories. A terminal diagnosis often ignites a zest for life in individuals, prompting them to tick off bucket list items or mend broken relationships. The finite nature of our existence inspire artists to pour their souls into their creations, like Leonardo da Vinci, who raced against time to complete masterpieces such as the Mona Lisa. It is death's shadow that pushes us to love deeply, act boldly, and appreciate the simple joys of everyday life, making every moment infinitely more precious.